Hello, and welcome back to another episode of HBO Max. I'm your host, Makenna. Joining me, as always, is co-host Brandon. Hello, Brandon. How are you today?
I've been very sleepy today.
Very
Just
sleepy?
very sleepy. Yeah.
Sleepy Sunday?
Yeah. I worked the Black Friday. Very long day. Doing 2 days of work in one day.
Oh
We
my
took
god.
Thanksgiving off. And so very tired. Came home, had a couple drinks, and then I went to the bed, and then woke up at 6 a.m. to go play golf.
How'd you do?
So we played a scramble with my dad and my two brothers. I was on my dad's team, two brothers on the team. Scramble way it works, right? So both people on your team hit the same shot, and then you just go with whoever had the best shot.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
Yes, and we won. We won the game.
There you go.
So
Congratulations.
thank you.
That's a high five across the...
It's kind of late in the episode to do a sync.
First thing we've ever done.
Yeah, we don't do that.
No, it looks fine on OBS.
Yeah, the recording process doesn't require that.
Nah. If it's out of sync, I'll move it in when I'm editing.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah. I mean, the Discord audio sounds good. We currently have better sound quality than Kind of Funny, so
Damn. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, let me tell you what. I can't, because I eat a 6-pack of peanut butter crackers for breakfast. That is my current breakfast phase
Nice.
at the moment. And I have to turn up the volume on my computer because the crunching of my crackers is too loud.
Yeah, okay. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I forget to turn it back down. So then when I load up something, either the next video or I switch to Hulu and I watch MASH, it's blaring. It's scary.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I've had a similar issue with some other stuff. Christopher Nolan movies, famously like The Dark Knight, with how loud things get and then very quiet and stuff. That's sort of how it feels listening to content these days.
Content. But our content is decent. The audio.
Yeah, it's not bad. Could be better.
I do. Yeah. No, I don't really watch it actually because it's on the other monitor, so I don't really.
Discord audio is not great. It's the quality's not super great.
You
It's
can
just what
hear
it
it.
is.
It's
You
not.
can.
It's not overblown a ton. It's fine.
Yeah. Maybe do a little equalizer at the end, maybe a little compression, whatever you feel like doing.
Yeah. Hit some buttons, do some things.
Yeah.
Well, bing, bada, boom. That's how she's.
A little high treble roll off, maybe a little low bass roll off, whatever you feel like doing,
Mm-hmm. All of the above. All of it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I know audio engineering. I did the audio board in the 8th grade. So it's my very limited audio knowledge. But let me tell you what. Let me take you back to the year 2015. The 2015 Christmas program. My friend and I did the audio board. We got no feedback in terms audio feedback on the mics the entire night. And that was the first time in however many years. We got so many compliments from parents. We were riding high. It was great. We were audio board gods. It was a great period of my time. I didn't like miking up people, but I still have my scripts from then. It's completely ruined. I had to tape them back together. But it was great. It was a good time. We watched Punch Drunk Love.
We did.
Woohoo! Second Adam Sandler knowledge. There it is. In all of its glory. In all of its Criterion Collection glory. This is our final movie in our Criterion Collection month of November. Next year, hear me out, Criterion Collection, sponsor us.
Yeah. They should do that.
Mhm.
Well, we'll
I'll
work on
email
that.
him. I'll
We'll
email
spend the
him.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get her done. I'll go on LinkedIn, see who works there, and message
Yeah.
them. Network. That's what they call it.
Great idea.
Yeah. I don't even. Criterion is Criterion the company? What is
So
Criterion?
the Criterion Collection is owned by Janus Films.
Okay. Interesting. What is Criterion like? A noun? Like a non-proper?
No.
Or what
Well,
is?
yeah. So a Criterion is like the It's like very similar to a criteria, right? Like you develop a criterion on which to
Oh,
judge things.
that makes a lot of sense. So they got 81 employees on LinkedIn under Criterion Collection. Let's see. No.
Less than that these days.
Yeah. There's an assistant editor, associate producer. No job listings. The last time they posted was 2 years ago, so maybe I might just have to write a regular email or a letter.
Yeah. You send like a hey, next maybe we'll do it in June or whenever they do the next Barnes and Noble sale.
Yeah, exactly. I'll write it on the good old HBO Max letterhead stationery that we have.
Yep, that's how we invite guests on the show. Is we send them letters.
Yeah, it's real nice. Purple envelopes. It's like I can't think of her character's name. Reese Witherspoon's, our good friend Reese Witherspoon. Her resume in Legally Blonde had was pink and like smelled nice. That's what is I can't remember what is the scent that we use in the letters when we invite guests.
Oh, we use petrichor.
Of course, that's how we get them.
Yep, a very deep, rooty, earthy scent.
Oh yes, and then that's why we have so many
most
guests
of
on.
the small amount of budget that we got to do this show, we spent it all on stationery.
we did pens. Don't look too closely
you
at
can't
that.
see the HBO Max logo on those pens, but it's there.
It's there. It writes in the HBO Max hex code purple.
Even though the cap is blue.
Even though the cap is blue. Don't look at the cap. Look at it from this far away. And we also have some clicky pens. You know, we send out. So I lied about the purple envelope. We sent it in a box. We have a purple HBO Max box.
Well, the envelope is in the box.
The envelope is in the box. Yes. And we send a care package. Okay. We got some pens in there. We got what else do we put in there?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. We put like we can't afford like the full water bottles to fit in the box, but we put an HBO Max flask in there. Yeah.
That's nice.
We do. We usually send over like a T-shirt, something like that, something that's wearable.
Yes.
HBO Max sweatbands. A pair of HBO Max socks, stuff like that.
Socks are really nice. They're like the Strideline socks. They're like, I'm not wearing Strideline socks right now. The HBO Max socks are in the wash right now, but they're real nice. They're good for winter and everything. Real nice. We go all out on the socks and the stationery.
Yeah.
And the flask and the pens and the shirts and everything.
Yeah, and we send a free month of HBO Max to people. We don't actually have a partnership with HBO Max, so we just send them $8 in cash. And then you can go sign up for HBO Max.
Yes, right. Exactly. And if you live... No, never mind. We haven't had anybody live outside the country yet beyond HBO Max. But if you did, you had to exchange the currency.
Well, you were, but...
Oh, I was! That's right. That's right. I forgot. I was outside the country. I was garnering interest for HBO Max. That was my secret mission. Yeah. So if you want a care package, let us know.
Yeah. You'll definitely get one.
Absolutely. Purple box, scent, and everything. And that's HBO Max. So we watched Punch Drunk Love. Yes. I'm gonna mess it up a lot.
Paul Thomas Anderson's Punch Drunk Love, starring Adam Sandler.
Our boy, the Sandman.
Man who started it all on this podcast.
Yes. His box is still in the mail. This movie was released October 11th, 2002. Great year.
Oh, are we doing facts and figures?
Oh, facts and figures. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're doing facts and figures.
Oh, yeah. Facts and figures. Here we go.
Facts and figures. Released October 11th, 2002. Budget of $25 million. Box office, $24.7 million. Just barely didn't make it. But, you know.
Yeah.
It's still a good movie. It was in... Oh, no. Here are some French words. The Cannes Film Festival. Paul Thomas Anderson won Best Director, and it was nominated for the Palme d'Or.
Palme d'Or.
And Adam Sandler also got a Golden Globe nomination.
The soup du jour.
The soup du jour. It all comes back to soup. It's got a couple nominations, a couple awards in there. In the movie, Barry is followed by an out-of-focus character at the store, and it is Lena before they were Lena. Before being formally introduced. The four blonde brothers were actually brothers.
Oh, that's nice.
This is the first Adam Sandler movie to get a positive Roger Ebert review.
Yep, he quite liked the movie.
Yes, I mean, it was a great movie. Gary Rydstrom helped with the sound in this movie. He is the chief sound editor for Pixar, and he also has a long-term association with Spielberg. He did sound on Jurassic Park and Saving Private Ryan. So big in the sound department there. And maybe my favorite fun fact was the Healthy Choices pudding subplot was a real thing that happened.
Based on a real thing.
Yes, Mr. David Phillips, civil engineer, known as Pudding Guy, successfully did the Healthy Choice promo in 99. He spent $3,140 on a little over 12,000 puddings for over 1.25 million points. He even went to the extent of asking managers to buy more cases, and when he was questioned, he said he was just stocking up for Y2K, which is, fair.
Smart guy.
And apparently
did you immediately understand the scam when he explained it? Because it took me a couple times to figure out exactly what was happening.
I still don't understand the math, but the general overview I understand. Like, I understood how he got from A to... Generally how to get to A to B, but I don't get the nitty-gritty math bit. I just knew he found a loophole. But
the pudding is my favorite part of this movie.
Pudding.
The way that he talks about the pudding when he's like, "Look, I'm gonna need a lot more pudding for this trip to Hawaii." Okay, when I just said that now, that sounded weird. Trust me, it makes sense.
Pudding.
Or when he's talking to Lena, he's like, "Look, I've got a lot of pudding right now, and I'm waiting to get the pudding redeemed."
6 to 8 weeks. Just give him 6 to 8 weeks, and then he's all yours. Oh, do they still do frequent flyer mile promotions like that? with things?
They do. They're like mostly through like credit cards and stuff.
Mm.
Like,
Oh,
I haven't seen one actually done through like a product sales
mm-hmm.
since I've been an adult.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was real until I was researching the movie afterwards. It's like, oh, that's a real thing. It's a real thing that happened. It's
Yeah.
real. And Healthy Choices is a real company, which I didn't know. Because I don't go to the grocery store very often. I don't. Let me
Neither
tell you.
do I, and I'm not buying a lot of prepackaged meals.
No, yeah, so there's a chain around here called Giant, and
Okay.
look up Marty.
You're gonna need to
Just
give me be a little more specific.
Marty at Giant grocery store.
Okay. So it's a robot.
Yeah, terrifying.
So I've seen these robots before.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen these. I've not seen one that's had googly eyes glued to it.
It's scary. It just wanders around. You never know. You look down, bam, there's Marty. You look in the distance, bam, Marty. Jump scare, man. I always forget that Marty exists. Couple times a year that I go to the store a year, it's a freaking Marty. They got like plushies now for him. He's a phenomenon in the Northeast. Dude's everywhere. Really? He is the Marty phenomenon. Terrifying.
A restaurant around here has a similar kind of robot that goes around and delivers like food or like picks up old plates and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't like mascots. They freak me out, and I think Marty falls under that category. I don't know. It stay over there. I'll admire the googly eyes from a distance. I guess Marty's just there to like help. Like he's sort of just like a. I don't even know if I've never been close enough to really know what exactly Marty does, but I think he like helps people. In some way.
I imagine it would be like it would like help you find something, like if you like what you're looking for.
I think so, but they got
I
that
don't need
on
a
top
I don't need
of
a
the
robot
aisles.
at the grocery store.
Yeah, no, I know where I'm going. The only time
they do have that stuff at the top of the aisles, but it's not specific enough to really help you find certain things.
That is true. I like Target on their app. They have the exact aisle thing, which is nice. Unless it's like on a wall or something. Then it just says wall and you gotta wander the whole perimeter of the Target. Same with Michael's. Yeah. Marty, not a fan.
Okay.
How did I get on? Oh, grocery stores. That's how I got on it. Those are my facts and figures. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
David Phillips was my big highlight of facts and figures. I read his entire Wikipedia page. Granted, not a lot
really?
There. Not a lot there.
Okay.
He didn't even have a picture. But like a lot of numbers.
There's an interview with him on the Criterion.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a NBC News interview from 2000 with David Phillips, aka Pudding Guy.
Pudding Guy. Do you think he has on his business card Pudding Guy?
I would.
Yeah. You get a nickname like that, you got to.
It's a strange scam because, like, yeah, you can fly anywhere in the world, but, like, you're not rich.
Right. Yeah, like, I don't know how much you can do. Like, if you go to, like, a high, like...
Oh, you can take a lot of trips.
Yeah.
You can book hotels through, with your points.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays they do have like Walgreens and stuff. You can pay with like Amex points and stuff.
Oh,
That's
wow.
different.
Right. Well, you ever at a Walgreens, think about Walgreens. You ever get the there's this mix, this snack mix that's sweet and salty. It's got like cookies and pretzels and not M&Ms, but M&Ms and peanuts. Highly recommend.
Trail mix? You talking about trail
It's
mix?
no raisins.
It's still trail mix, right? Just because you take out the raisins, that's.
I always thought it was the raisins. I don't. Yeah.
At what point of like adding and removing things from trail mix does it stop being trail mix?
What is the definition of trail mix?
Like if I just get a bag of, if I like take a bowl of M&Ms and pretzels, or
Right.
M&Ms and peanuts, is that trail mix? Are peanut M&Ms technically trail mix?
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, we're gonna go to the OED. I trust Jeopardy uses the OED, so I'm gonna use the OED. How do I search? Do I need the actual dictionary? No. Wait. Take a look. No. Oh, here, I found it.
Go.
Trail mix. Wait. I'm confused. Hold on. That's... We're not going to use the OED. We'll use Merriam-Webster. I apparently can't use dictionary websites. Okay, Merriam-Webster. Okay, here we go. Trail mix. No, that's an example. I want the... Oh, here.
Okay.
A mixture of seeds, nuts, and dried fruits eaten as a snack, especially by hikers.
Okay.
So this gets...
That is both specific and not
thinking
specific.
the same thing. Seeds, nuts, and dried fruit.
Okay. So like peanut M&Ms,
Mm-hmm. Got the nuts.
pretzel M&Ms. Is there, and then like chocolate covered raisins? I mix that up. I have trail mix.
I think you might, by technicality.
Hmm.
You mix in the... Yeah. That, I think that's trail mix. Do we need to get Merriam and Webster on here to... We need a dictionary expert.
Yeah. Well, we need a trail mix expert.
A trail mix, yes. Who... Let me Google trail mix expert. Trail mix expert. Never mind. I'm gonna have to do a bit more research because it just came up with lists of good trail mixes. You a fan of like the regular trail mix with like...
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like...
I'm not a big fan of raisins. I
Yeah,
ate a
that's
lot of raisins when I was a kid, and I got burnt out on raisins. I never ate
similar.
raisins again.
I'm
And then
very
about like a
similar.
year or so ago, I started eating trail mix and just kind of like just doing the raisins because like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and pick out all the raisins all the time and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Just all together, all at once, when you're just grabbing handfuls of trail mix, not bad.
Yeah, that's fair. I got trail mix on Halloween this year, and I picked through and just ate the nuts and the... I think there was M&Ms in them. And then I turned around to my friend behind me and just gave him a bag of raisins. He didn't want it. Don't know why. Big fan. We'll get back to the movie in a second. Big fan of peanuts. What is your favorite legume?
A peanut.
Yeah. Oh, is a cashew a legume?
I'd imagine so. Cashews are okay.
I like cashews. Although I will say, similar to the raisin, I did in the last like 2-3 years, I ate a bunch of cashews because my dad for Christmas would get like from work would get like a fancy thing of cashews. So I would eat a bunch of cashews, and I went through a cashew phase, and I was eating tins of them from like Target and CVS. Cashews are expensive. I didn't realize how expensive cashews were, but I would just go through tins of them. So I'm a little burnt out.
I like a cashew. The what's great about a cashew is that it like splits right down the middle.
Yes.
Which is really, really great.
I like that. Yeah.
Lately I've been eating a lot of chocolate covered almonds.
Oh, those are good. Those are good.
Expensive though.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been eating a lot of chocolate covered almonds.
Back when Texas Roadhouse still did the buckets of peanuts at your table, my dad and I would just go through the whole bucket, a couple buckets.
Yeah.
I felt like a caveman getting hitting the peanuts open.
Yeah, I feel like you can only eat like full peanuts at a place where it's okay to throw peanuts on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. They're going everywhere.
But yeah, you're not going home and eating like the like actually like a bag of peanuts. That's can't do it.
No.
Too messy.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's also why can't you eat the shells? I like licking the shells because they're salty, but you can't eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're just like one. Like I feel like like if you tried to like eat one, it would like cut up your tongue.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Is it like
It's like weirdly fibery.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sort of like a rind on a lemon or a
It's like a
watermelon.
bag that like a bag like those like a flour sack, or whatever.
Yes.
It's like one of those that's gotten like dried out.
Right. That's little known fact. That is the
That's
shit
that's
shows
how
peanut.
that's how they make those. It's just a bunch of peanuts smashed together.
That's how peanuts are made. That's science. So this is a great movie.
You liked it?
I liked it. I was a little confused at first, but then I really got into it. Not what I expected. I thought this was going to be a typical rom-com. No, this is a rom dramedy. This is all Adam Sandler, not well, he is at points humorous, but mostly is different from his previous different from his characters in Jack and Jill and Billy Madison.
Much different.
Adam Sandler's top 2 movies. But yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I guess we'll get to that because that sort of happens at the end. Hell of a movie, roller coaster. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, I really like this movie. I've watched it a few times over the last year or two, and it's becoming, I think, one of my favorite movies. I tried watching it for the first time when I was in high school, and wasn't a fan. Didn't like it. There's a lot of things this movie does that I initially thought were bad. That now I'm like, oh no, that's actually really, really genius. Like the soundtrack is like really abrasive.
Yes.
And like really like it makes like so many scenes so hard to watch. But like it does it in a way that like you're supposed to be feeling how Barry feels in those scenes where he's having to like run around and his sisters are being mean to him and somebody's crashing a thing into the wall and he's stressed out about everything, and the music just like puts you in that feeling of just like you can't get comfortable listening to the music in this movie because it's so abrasive.
I read that when they were filming scenes with the music, they played it on set as well, so that like the actors knew what the soundtrack was happening at the same time as in the edit. I like that they incorporated the harmonium a lot in the soundtrack. Which I want to talk about the harmonium for a second.
Okay.
Why?
Why the harmonium?
Why? Like why? Yeah, why? Why is it there? Why? What is its purpose?
So it connects to the musical motif, right? The crazy music that's playing over. Right. And then when Barry goes over and plays the harmonium, the music dies out. The harmonium is like his comfort object in the movie. It's a thing that like gives him some calm and some peace, and we don't really know how the harmonium gets there. The movie starts off and there's a crash.
Scared the shit out of me.
And then the car just like drives away after the crash. It drops off a harmonium, and then one thing that's really important in this movie is the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Barry's always in blue. Lena's always in red. The car that crashes at the beginning of the movie is a red car.
Oh shit.
And I think at one point she implies that she left the harmonium for Barry.
Oh.
But it's not like, obviously that doesn't make sense, right? There was a magical car wreck and then a taxi drove away. But it's like the harmonium sort of like represents like her and their relationship and their love together, and that's also has the same effect as the harmonium of like calming his life down.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, I think at the end when he brings the harmonium to her, that was really cute. I like that he runs a lot. That was nice. Run. Did he run to Utah?
Kinda, yeah. Obviously, like, no, right? Because like it okay, here's another little fun thing to talk about with this movie is that I believe Paul Thomas Anderson has like said that this is essentially a superhero movie, and Barry is a superhero, and it makes a lot of nods to Superman in the movie. Obviously in the way that Barry dresses with the blue, and then later he has the red tie. The ending scene where he's in blue and Lena's like draped over his shoulders like a red cape, like Superman. He gets to Utah from LA in an impossible amount of time. Apparently just by walking there in like a couple of hours. So like he's intentionally drawing a lot of parallels to Superman with Barry, because the idea is, I believe, supposed to be that Barry is a superhero and his superpower is love. That once he finds Lena and stuff like when the first time that he fights the brothers and stuff and he gets his ass kicked, right? And then the second time he like whips out the crowbar and just beats the shit out of them with no trouble. Like he has like literally in the movie he has superpowers.
Mm-hmm. He is Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, he has a super villain called the Mattress Man.
Oh shit! It's always the Mattress Man.
Speaking of the Mattress Man, fucking what's his name?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Fuck, he's so good in this movie.
He's so good. I had only known him as Capote, Truman Capote.
Oh,
so this was different, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, you know, he's a really fantastic actor in this movie. Because like a lot of this movie is like Barry dealing with his like anger issues, and then like the Mattress Man is also a dude who gets incredibly angry all the time. Like when they're on the phone together, and when he does the he starts yelling, but he says, "Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!" And then, did you just tell me to go fuck myself? Yes, I did. That's it. You're dead.
That's that.
He's so fun. Yeah, that's that.
What's that?
when he goes away and he Philip Seymour Hoffman, he's like, "Get out of here, you pervert! Didn't I warn you?" That's that.
That's that.
I love that Barry is still holding the phone from the conversation that they had just had when he gets to Utah. He carried the phone from LA to Utah.
What a dude. Oh my gosh. That phone. Shout out to that phone. That phone's been through it. That phone's heard a lot of things. I read another thing about how, other than like the main cast, all the other actors were non-professional actors. Like the only one of his sisters that was like an actual actress was like
the main
one.
Yeah.
And then all the other 6 were non-professionals, and 4 of them were related. Just nice.
And then all of the warehouse workers except for Luis Guzman are non-actors. Luis Guzman,
yes,
great in this movie.
So
One of my favorite things in this movie is that the first day of the movie is everybody keeps asking Barry why he wore the suit because he's never worn this suit before apparently. And he's just like, I just felt like getting dressed for work today, so I decided to do it. And then the next day, Luis Guzman is there in a suit.
So good. I like the bit where he has the new plunger that isn't supposed to break anymore.
Mhm.
And he smashes it, and the rice goes over there. And then, like, a few scenes later, and it was at the party when the sister goes, "You got rice in your hair." I'm like, oh, it's the plunger that broke. Is there a big market for novelty plungers?
Apparently, there's enough that Barry has a business out of it. That also is another nod to the Barry having superpowers. Is in the movie he breaks a plunger with an unbreakable handle, and then when he's at his sister's house and just fucking smashes the windows.
And smashes what I assumed to be a concrete wall in his office on the map.
Yeah. Oh, and then I mean one of the best bits in the movie is the cuts on his knuckles spell out love.
Love.
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
It's so nice. And he just fucks up the bathroom in the restaurant.
Yeah. He beats up the bathroom.
He
as he
beats
says.
up the bathroom.
The way that is it's so like the sound in there is super blown out.
Mm-hmm.
It's all like it's just like crazy.
The sound is so good in this movie. It's
Yeah.
between the soundtrack and just the actual sound itself.
The visuals too. The movie's beautiful. Like all the pastel colors, the blue and the red, the constant the blue lens flares that are constantly showing up.
Yeah.
It does it a couple times, but it stops for those like weird color transitions.
Oh yes. Yeah, I liked those.
Yeah,
those were cool.
And like just really good color motif stuff of like the like I said, Barry's blue and she's red, and throughout the movie, as they get closer to Gary together, Barry adds red items to his wardrobe and she adds blue items to her wardrobe.
Oh shit!
Like Barry starts wearing a red tie. Oh, what is? I can't remember. She starts wearing something blue, and then like the movie starts using a lot of pinks in the thing, which is supposed to be like them coming together.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, Barry has a clapper.
He does.
He does. The clapper is forever. I want a clapper so bad, but I clap too much, so I'm afraid that it'll just like blink. I love the commercial for the clapper is one of my like that series of commercials. It's like the clapper, Chia Pet, that random log, the Of Glove. That is like that's. Oh, those are good commercials. I still don't know what that log does, but it was there. Yeah, the clapper is iconic. I guess, yeah, 03 or 02. Big year for the clapper. Stock.
Yeah, I want to say like the clapper would have been like late 90s, right?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. And then, Time to Punch Drunk Love.
Okay.
Hour 15, 18 seconds. Which is when he punches the dude after they crash in and he sees the blood trickle down her face, and then he punches the dude. Punch, I don't know where the drunk part comes in, and then love, because he loves her. And the brothers hurt her, so he's like, fuck that. And he punched the dude out of his punch drunk love.
Are you not familiar with the phrase punch drunk?
No.
Okay, so I've actually been surprised at the amount of people I've seen, like, who've seen this movie and didn't know what punch drunk is. Punch drunk is it's what they used to say when a boxer would basically, we now know, would get concussions and they would start to get fuzzy. They would call it your punch drunk.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Huh. Yeah. I didn't know what punch. Yeah. That's time to punch drunk love.
That's time to punch drunk love. Okay.
That is.
I would have gone with when it says love on his knuckles.
Oh,
I
that's
think
good.
that might have been time to punch drunk love.
That would be a good time to punch drunk love. I like when which I think is like soon after that, I think. When he just marches right up to the ticket person and gets on the airplane.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I didn't know.
I like that part a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's like he spends all that time trying to do the pudding scam or whatever, and then it doesn't work.
Mhm.
And he like realizes that he can just go buy a ticket. Like he doesn't actually need that. Like if he wants to take the initiative to go see her, he can just go to Hawaii.
Mhm. I didn't know if it was real or not. At first, I didn't know like if it was a dream that he was in Hawaii, and I was waiting for it to like cut back to him. But no, and then they oh.
The shot, I think it's used on the cover of most of the DVDs, but the shot of just the silhouettes of them like walking to meet each other. Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Then it really looks like Hawaii here.
Sister having no idea what's going on.
Oh, the conversation that he has with his sister. Okay, yeah, I've got it. I've got it here. What does he say to her? There's no reason for you to treat me this way. You're killing me. You're killing me with the way you are towards me. All I want is the fucking number. That should be goddamn good enough for you. Now give me the fucking number. I'm sick of this fucking shit. Stop fucking treating this way and give me the fucking number. I'll fucking kill you. His sisters are so mean to him.
They are, and
they're terrible to him.
I would punch a window too if they would constantly say that to me. That poor guy. And is he the youngest? Did he say, or was he?
Yeah, he's the youngest of 8 kids. He has 7 sisters.
That's god. I couldn't imagine. Oh, that poor Barry. I do love. Go on.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I love when he gets the random spurts of confidence like that, where he like stands up for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, get him.
Yeah, that's what like the movie is like him getting out of like because like man, you feel so bad for Barry at the beginning of the movie because he's such a sad, lonely guy, and man, when he talks to his brother-in-law, and he says he's well, I don't know if anything's wrong with me because I don't know how other people are. He says, sometimes I cry for no reason. And then he just starts crying.
It's so sad. Oh,
yeah, and like he just doesn't. It's clear that like he doesn't know how to connect with people, so he tries to ask for a shrink, and then he calls a sex line just to have somebody to talk to or whatever.
No.
And then like and what's great about their relationship is that she stalks him at first, but she pursues the relationship. She decides that she wants to be with him. So they're like, he's like a passive guy and she's the more aggressive person in the relationship. So it really works out for them. Yeah. And it like they both, they're both not great. They've both got some stuff. Barry has some serious anger issues. We don't know a lot about Lena's past, but there's clearly some stuff there. She stalks Barry for a while. Call back to our Sleepless in Seattle episode. Don't stalk people.
Don't stalk people.
But like like most movies, like Sleepless in Seattle, just sort of like pass over the part where somebody stalks somebody and is like, no, that's totally normal. That's like just don't worry about it. It's for love or whatever. I like that this movie is like both of these people are like they got problems. These are not like perfect people who are falling in love. These are 2 people who got some stuff going on.
What is the occupation that Lena does? Is it?
It's not. We don't totally know. But she's doing some kind of auditing, is what she says. Like
Mm.
she goes to whatever their locations are and like
Mhm.
checks in on branches.
Interesting. And Barry will come with her when in 6 to
Mhm.
8 weeks when he gets all his pudding
I
points.
had that one. Yeah. And I have a lot of pudding, and in 6 to 8 weeks it can be redeemed.
It wasn't in the fine print though. It wasn't in the fine print. 6 to 8 weeks. If you had a 1,000,000.20 or one over 1,000,000 points in travel, where would you go?
There are a lot of places.
I guess
that I
yeah, I
would
guess
go.
you go a lot of places.
One place I've always wanted to go is Istanbul.
Ooh, very nice. Any
Go
particular
see
reason? Or?
I want to go see the Hagia Sophia, and then Zildjian symbol factories there as well. That's probably cool to go look at. It's one of the more well preserved older cities in the world
Mhm.
that has been like controlled by various different nations, right? Because it was part of the Roman Empire, then the Byzantine Empire, and then the Turkish Empire, the
Mhm.
Ottomans. Yeah, it's I think one of the more interesting historical cities, and I'm a nerd about history stuff.
There you go. All your
Yeah,
points.
the Hagia Sophia is dope. It was like a Roman Catholic cathedral that got burnt down and then rebuilt and then turned into a Islamic mosque. Dope building.
It's a wonder in Civ 5. That's how I know about it.
Really
Yes. It was
dope building.
it is. I if I remember correctly, it gets you a lot of good bonuses in Civ.
Mm.
Big
It's built
fan.
by Emperor Justinian.
Oh, in my Civ, it was usually built by Alexander the Great. But you know,
Oh, he was dead.
yes, he was. But Alexander
Way
the
dead
Great
back then.
helps you with your city-state relations. And
Oh, really?
I liked that over the war. Going to war with other countries just stressed me out too much, so I tried to get the city-state win. Or not city, wait, oh, here's how you win science in Civ that I've never successfully done, but I've written down. I just didn't like the domination. That's my social security number. I should not put that up on screen. But
Yeah, no, do not do that.
don't give people your social security number. If you learn two things from this movie, don't
Yeah.
stalk people and
Yeah,
don't
don't do
give
what Barry
people
does.
don't give people what right when she said what's your social security number, I'm like, no, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna go well. Don't do that.
City states are crazy. You ever think about city states?
I only know them in terms of Civ. What are city states in real life?
So they are basically like cities that were like governments unto themselves, right? Um, most famously in Italy, big
Mm.
city states place, because like Italy, like the government didn't get like formed until like the late 1800s.
Oh. Okay.
It was like not Italy; it was a bunch of different city states,
Interesting.
and then it became Italy.
Then it was Italy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember two city states from Civ. I think was Kiev and UR. I think. I think that was one of them. Those are the two that I remember. I haven't played Civ in like 2 years, so I'm a little rusty. Yeah, 2 years, 2020.
I haven't played Civilization since like Civilization 2 on my old computer when I was a kid.
Gotta play Civ. I haven't played Civ 6 yet, but I thoroughly enjoyed Civ 5. So that was the first game that I knowingly put 100 hours into. I've done that for a few games now, but that was
Yeah, so the various city states of Italy. You had Sicily, Kingdom of Sicily,
classic.
the Kingdom of Naples,
Mhm.
and yeah, and basically one big city controls that entire territory. The Papal States, of course, had Rome, the Republic of Florence, the Republic of Venice, Genoa, Milan, a bunch of other small ones too that I'm not totally sure how to pronounce all their names. I don't speak Italian.
What? Thought you were a polyglot. You know all the languages.
No. No.
No? All
Not
lies.
at all.
No.
I barely know one language.
It's fair. English? Hear me out. Dumb. Tough language.
Tough language.
It incorporates too many other languages. And then there's a bunch of rules. And then sometimes the rules aren't rules.
The U.S. should have formed our own language, I think,
Mhm.
because we shouldn't. Because like English is like the dominant language in the world now, right? Like, I don't like some of you probably listen to this probably played Metal Gear Solid 5. Like the plot of that game is about how the English is like destroying languages in the world. Yeah, a lot of languages are beginning to go extinct because everybody just speaks English now.
Mhm.
And it's because like America, right, was the dominant force for like whatever the last 50 years or whatever in the world.
Mhm.
But we're speaking English. We're speaking the stupid language from England, which sucks. And so like we should have just picked a different language because now like England gets all this credit for taking over the world with their language and stuff. And like, no, we did that.
We did it.
Use your stupid language all over the place.
That's us.
And it's like not even a good language.
No, it's not. It's
overly complicated.
Mhm.
Grammar is a pain in the ass.
Tell me about it.
Forming sentences is difficult.
It is. Too many rules with commas.
Yeah. You and then like just like having to like pile on descriptors for things and stuff and
pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Not a good language.
Let's go. If you had to choose a language for America, what would it be?
See, I don't. All the languages sort of have flaws to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not a scholar of languages, so I don't know which is the one that works the best. We could do Esperanto.
Ooh. I can get on that. Like that. I would go maybe Mandarin.
It's complicated. There's so many different alphabets, and you got to learn all these different kanji.
That is fair.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is in Mandarin? Do they use kanji?
I'm not sure. I just know
Mandarin. It's too many symbols.
And there is, I suppose, different dialects of Chinese as well. So you go Mandarin to
Mandarin Chinese. There's because they have 3 alphabets.
I think
Cantonese.
Like Cantonese. Let's go.
Kanji is Japanese writing using Chinese characters.
Oh Lord.
See, that seems complicated. I don't even want to know about that.
Yeah, that's okay. I will scrap that. Let's go. I would say either Spanish or French, because French is Canada or Spanish Mexico. And then it just
Spanish has a bunch of problems with the language though that make it a little difficult.
I liked French when I took it. I had to take French and Spanish.
Like if we're gonna pick a new language going forward, we probably shouldn't use a gendered language.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that does make things complicated. Let's go with what you said earlier. Let's just make a new language.
Yeah. Esperanto's probably fine.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really speaks it, so
we can now. And then we retake over the world with language.
Esperanto has a flag. Why does a language need a flag?
I didn't even know languages had flags.
I don't think most do. How many people actually speak Esperanto, you think?
I'm gonna go. I'll say 1 million. I don't think it's very high, but I don't think it's less than 1 million.
Okay, so native approximately 1,000 or more.
Never mind.
Estimated somewhere between 30,000 and 180,000
Oh, I was very off.
as their second language.
Second language.
So together,
It's-
at most, 181,000.
okay. Well, we need to boost those numbers. That's what we got. Like what, 30 million people in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Bump that up to 30 mil. Oh, and then I guess we got all the territories. Do we have the official languages in those? Do we decide that, or do they? I don't know how territories work.
In the territories, the official language is English.
Okay. So then, boom. Put us in charge of the government. Put us in charge of the men's national soccer team, which I don't know if that's going.
That's not in the episode.
That's not in the episode. And that's Bone Con. And then put us head of state. Once again, make you head of state. I'll just be your assistant.
I want to be the head of state. One, that sounds like a job that like has to like I have to like do a lot of work to like do that. So that's no go. But also philosophically against nations having leaders. So
oh, okay.
Be a bit hypocritical to be one myself.
That's fair. Hear me out. Okay, you become leader, and then you destroy. You take out leadership.
Dissolve.
Dissolve. That's the word, not destroy.
Dissolve all the executive powers.
Mm-hmm.
We could work on that.
What would you turn the White House into?
Maybe we could put like a beanbag chair in there.
Would you? Would you put one in each room or just one? Like, does the bowling
I
alley
only have one.
Is it your beanbag chair?
Yeah, like I need a place to put it, so that'd be a good place.
Are you gonna keep the bowling alley? I think there's a basketball court in there too. I don't know.
I mean, I guess I have to. I'm not gonna do construction.
What will you do? What will you do with like the bedrooms and the offices and whatnot? Other than, of course, your office that has the beanbag chair.
You just put. I'll use it mainly for storage. I think I've got somewhere to put my board game collection would probably be nice. That takes up a lot of space. I don't have a good place to put hats because now I have too many hats. I got like 12 hats.
Oh, you need a pegboard.
Yeah, you can't get like a single hat rack to hold all those hats, So we'll put some hats in there. Yeah.
Is the Washington Monument hollow inside?
I don't know if the entire thing is, but you can go inside it.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. What will you put inside?
You can go. I think they have like an elevator that takes you to the top.
Oh.
Right.
That stresses me out. What would you keep the Washington Monument elevator open, or are you putting stuff in there too?
I'm tearing down the Washington. That thing sucks, man.
Yeah.
Stupid monument.
It just looks like a big pencil.
Yeah. Like.
The only good thing that comes out of it is it's a photo op. You can do that. Bing.
Yeah, like I mean, like what does it have to do with Washington?
Yeah, like the Lincoln Monument is Lincoln.
That's dope. Big old Lincoln on a chair. That's it.
Yes. Isn't there a movie where like he comes to life? Or was that a dream?
Huh. There's probably. That seems like I think that would happen in a movie. I can't think of one. Well, like you imagine, like thousands of years from now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tens of thousands of years from now.
Tens of thousands.
Civilization, as we know, it's collapsed. The United States is no more.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, they find Washington, D.C., and they're going through the ruins of Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. They see the big guy sitting on the chair, and they're going to be like, that was an important dude, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
see the big, tall penis thing in the sky. You're gonna be like, what was that for? Who is that in memorial of?
Does the Jefferson Monument have I've never been to the Jefferson Monument. Does that have anything? I know
What is the Jefferson
an
Monument?
expert. Well, it's on the back of the nickel. That's all I got. I know you're an expert
Jefferson
in
Monument.
monuments.
Oh yeah. It's the stupid building on the nickel.
Yeah.
There's a statue of Jefferson in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Interesting.
What's the deal with the Jefferson? What? Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. T-Jeff.
Tommy TJ.
TJ. TJ. All of his friends called him TJ. Isn't Washington, D.C. Isn't in the Air and Space Museum, don't they have, like, the Spirit of the Limburg? Or not Spirit of Limburg, Spirit of St. Louis in there? I think. Now I'm thinking about D.C.
Yeah, that's the section of the Smithsonian, right?
I think so. Can we, on our HBO Max field trip series, go to the Air and Space Museum? That's not in Texas, but is in D.C.?
Let's see.
Okay.
What's like the entry price of that?
I remember we went in 8th grade, but I don't know if what the entry fee was.
Well, yeah. So it's the Smithsonian, right? So we just
Yeah.
pay and we can do all the things from the Smithsonian.
Oh yeah, Smithsonian tour.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the Smithsonian we can do.
That
From
this.
Okay. So they got the Apollo 11 command module there.
Mm-hmm.
Discovery is there.
Ooh.
Okay.
Spacesuit.
The Wright Flyer is there.
Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff. This poster right there. No, that's David Tennant. I don't know how that one. This one. That poster.
The planets.
The planets from there. That poster. Fun fact: I fell up the escalator at the Smithsonian and crushed it, and there's a crease going down the middle of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, scarred up my.
Never been to
shins.
the Smithsonian.
Highly recommend. Good stuff. And we'll go there on our tour. When we go to space. So we got the Smithsonian. We got.
Do you think we could get smith-rowe to go to the Smithsonian?
Okay. So, wait. I gotta. Okay. So we got. Let me do the list now. The current list. I'm gonna have to start writing this down soon. Because at this point, I'm gonna try to add something every single episode at this point. Even though this has nothing to do with Punch Drunk Love. But, hear me out. Okay, so we go the Smithsonian, all the museums.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to Top Notch Burger for Dazed and Confused. Then we go Houston in space for Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are our 3 right now. And then we got us 2, Matt Batson, Christian, Matthew McConaughey, Tony from Tony Salad,
yes.
Mr. Salad, and smith-rowe. We're at 7. We're at a good number right now. We have like a minibus right now of people. Who's driving our minibus of people around? I'm not.
I'm not either.
Smith-rowe can't because he won't have a license over here.
Yeah.
He's unable to.
I don't know. We'll have to see who the best driver is. We might have to hire a driver.
I have to hire a driver. Do we? I don't know any drivers off the top of my head that.
One of the exhibits at the Smithsonian is called the Electric Dr. Franklin, which sounds like a 70s prog rock band.
It's amazing. Is it a Ben Franklin exhibit?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
They got a lot of exhibits at the Smithsonian.
They do. It's, as the kids say, dope. Big fan of Smithsonian. A lot of stuff to do. They will warn you not to touch the spacesuit. And if you touch the spacesuit, they will yell at you. I didn't.
Did you touch the spacesuit?
I did, but I didn't get seen. Somebody else in my group touched it,
Wow.
and he got yelled at. You gotta be sneaky about it. You're gonna touch a historical object. You gotta make sure you're not seen. I think was that no. It might have been the Franklin Institute in Philly. Somewhere there's a historical document, and I don't remember which one it is, but it's like it's in a really dark room. You can't take flash photography and stuff. It's like behind a bunch of glass. I can't remember what.
What does flash photography do that fucks up?
That's what I'm curious
museum
about,
exhibits?
especially now. Cause
Is it just like light? Like it just like being around light is just like bad for it?
It must be. That's the only thing that would make sense. Because like, I guess like if you think about it, like with your eyes, like if you stare at the light, I don't know. Well, I guess eyes and objects are different things, but like, never mind. This is why I'm not in science. I guess light just fucks things up sometimes. Certain things. Or I guess all things. I don't know.
It's the Brownian motion.
It's brownie. Yeah, Brownian. Yeah. I'll go with that.
I don't think I could totally explain Brownian motion in a way that like makes sense, but it's the I think it's the thing when its light is both a wave and a particle, right?
Oh.
Let me see. The random motion of particles between mediums. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Wikipedia. I'm not reading this entire article.
Mm-hmm. No. Oh, the longer I think about it, the memory fades faster. Never mind. I don't even know what I was going to ask now. Oh. Hi, Eddie.
Eddie's here.
Eddie's here.
Eddie's here.
Are you guys recording your podcast?
Yeah.
We are.
Whoops.
What's up, Eddie? How you doing?
Hey,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to HBO Max.
Hello, welcome.
Hi. I watch movies.
Have you seen Punch Drunk Love?
Never. I heard it was terrible.
Oh no, it's really good.
It's great.
Is it?
Yeah,
Maybe
we
I'm thinking
both
of Crazy
quite
Stupid
enjoyed it. No, Crazy Stupid Love, also a good movie.
What
so.
movie was I thinking of then? Adam Sandler?
I mean, yeah, Adam Sandler. I imagine there's people who don't like this movie. I think
my
it's
sister walked out because she
pretty
expected
darn
Adam
good.
Sandler to just be funny in it, and he wasn't.
Oh no, it's
No.
yeah. No, it's not that kind of a
Same
movie.
thing with Funny People, where everyone's like, I mean, he's funny in it, but it's also more of a drama. But
Yeah,
Are
that
we in the
movie
show
is
now?
less good. I mean, yeah, I guess you're here, man.
okay.
Welcome.
You ever been to the Smithsonian?
Is that in New York?
DC.
DC.
No, never been
No?
outside of. Well, no, I've been outside of California, but not.
What's your
boy.
favorite museum?
I've been to the MoMA. That was pretty cool.
Ooh.
In San Francisco?
No, in LA. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
and LACMA. Those are cool, but that was like for school. So
Mm.
yeah,
Very
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, we're planning museum trips right now on the podcast. So
Yeah.
cool.
if you want to come along, we're apparently going to go to the Smithsonian. So
Yeah.
definitely, we'll have to make it sometime.
He's our 8th person. We're almost to a party
I'm
bus.
sorry, what? How many people?
a lot of people are
Yeah,
coming
a
to
lot
this,
of people.
apparently.
I thought, okay, yeah, that sounds. I mean, if you ever go to like LA museums of art, then I'm definitely more inclined to go.
We can incorporate that
Okay.
into our
Yeah,
trip.
you can make it part of the plan.
Yeah, just dip into LA before
The
you.
plan also apparently involves us going to space.
Okay, it's like Fast and Furious style. It's just escalating.
Yeah, Makenna really wants to go.
I
to
want,
space,
really
so
want
we're gonna try to make that happen.
This started with space, and then it devolved into
Doesn't it all start with space?
everything
No.
starts with space.
If you take it back far enough.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
The whole
Cool.
universe is in.
Exactly.
I don't know the lyrics.
Was in a hot, dense
The
state.
state.
In 50 billion years ago, I think.
Expansion
Expansion
started.
Wait. And I don't know the rest.
I don't know the rest either.
The rest of the song is a lot harder to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Da-da-da.
Australopithecus would have gotten sick of us or something.
Something like that. That sounds right.
That line's stuck in my head.
Yeah,
but
science, history, unraveling the mystery.
It all
all
started.
started with The Big Bang.
Bang.
Bang. Now I want Chinese food
Yeah.
because they eat Chinese food constantly in that show. And I think the theme song ends with them eating Chinese food.
Oh yeah, it's like they all sit down on the
Take
They're
it,
on the
couch.
couch, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was cool, but I did not.
Yeah.
Realize
Thanks for
that.
stopping by the show,
thanks,
Eddie.
Well, I was like, surely they would have locked the room, and there is a little lock now I see, but I don't know why I have access to it. So,
I think it's just like a general. I don't know really how to work
all right.
Discord. We were recording on something else, and now we record on Discord. It was very slapdash put together. I didn't know people still use this server.
Yeah, well, I was kind of like I missed it. You know, I come by and I
Uh,
just run my hand along the walls.
Like in
simpler
Chamber of
days.
Secrets when Harry hears the snake.
More wistfully than like looking for a murderer. Snake.
no, I think that's the vibe the Jose Ruckus Discord puts out is that somebody might have been killed here.
This is a Chamber of Secrets. We got to do book club at some point, right? You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I have that book. I read 2 pages of it.
You know, I didn't love it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's the book club.
Which
Alright.
book was it?
The House by the Blue Calm Sea or something.
Oh, it's sitting in that bookshelf right
Yeah.
there. I have not opened it. I'm reading Catch-22 right now.
Oh, nice,
Classic.
Classic.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, y'all. Have
All
a
right,
good-
Eddie. Have a good night.
Eddie, thanks for
Bye.
stopping by.
Thank you.
I've been waiting for that to happen for
I
a
have
while.
too. I am very similar. I thought it was gonna happen last week because Eddie was in our little Discord chat,
He's in the chat.
and I was waiting for him to join. The Punch Drunk Love, I guess. I think we covered everything that I wanted to cover.
Yeah, I don't have much else to talk about. I just really like the movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed
It's
the movie
a
too. It's a good length as well. It's everything gets done.
yeah. So like one thing about the movie was Paul Thomas Anderson had just finished Magnolia, which is a like 3-hour epic with like 100 characters and super deep mind melting movie that's really quite amazing. And Paul Thomas Anderson is a fucking incredible director. Obviously, we're talking about how good Punch Drunk Love is, but he said that after doing what was such like essentially like a magnum opus piece for him in Magnolia, he wanted to challenge himself to do something simple, and that he wanted to do a romantic comedy that's only 90 minutes long with Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, yes.
And people thought that he was insane. Adam Sandler had apparently not seen like a Paul Thomas Anderson movie before, and he had met Tom Cruise when he was on SNL a time, and so they had swapped phone numbers or whatever. And Paul Thomas Anderson apparently is just a big Adam Sandler fan. Like he just finds Adam Sandler movies to be really funny. He just thinks he just likes the movies or whatever. And so Paul Thomas Anderson was talking with Tom Cruise and was like, I want to do a movie with Adam Sandler. And he's like, well, I got Adam Sandler's phone number. I can put you guys in touch. And so he did. And Paul Thomas Anderson said, I'm going to write a script for you. Like, you're going to have you in mind. I'm going to get you to do a movie. And Adam Sandler was like, yeah, man, do whatever you want. Like, I'll totally be down to do a movie or whatever. And then Magnolia came out, and he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go see Magnolia because he talked to Paul Thomas Anderson or whatever. We're kind of friends now. And he went and watched Magnolia and was like, oh, no, I can't star in one of these movies. This is like a serious movie.
Now here we are. Half the time in wonderful movie.
Yeah, just a really just it's a feel good movie in a way that is like managed to also be like a really serious movie, like a real proper film, you know?
It's got drama, comedy, romance. It's all of them, and it does it all very well. I think it's quite balanced and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's P.T. Anderson. The guy's just a fucking a master
Pita
at the craft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he did There Will Be Blood, which is one of the best movies ever made, and from the last 20 years. He also did this one. This one is also incredible. So yeah, just solid movie.
Solid movie. Also 20 years ago. Almost exactly. Last month.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's 2002. Big year.
Big year.
I don't remember anything from that year.
Spider-Man, maybe?
Spider-Man, Harry, Chamber of Secrets. Brought that up.
A Lord of the Rings must have been.
Let's see if we've done. Hold on, let me consult my
Another
notes.
Adam Sandler movie, Mr. Deeds.
Oh, Red Dragon, with that had Philip Seymour
Oh,
Hoffman
really?
and Emily Watson.
Yeah, so Spider-Man, Two Towers.
Oh,
We've talked about the Spider-Man before, I think. So we've probably done a movie in 2002.
Yeah, I'm looking. We got 01.
Ooh, Catch Me If You Can.
Oh,
Fantastic Spielberg movie.
I need to see that still.
Ooh, it's a fun movie.
That's what I've heard.
I think there's a scene in Christmas. We could do it as a Christmas movie.
Oh, does it have the music in it from the musical?
Probably not.
Man, I want to see Tom Hanks do. Shit. I forget the song he does. It's fine.
I'm not seeing any movies that we
Don't
did
Break the
in
Rules.
2002.
Yeah, I'm consulting the notes. Other than we may have talked about when we did Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets, yeah, of course we did Chamber of Secrets.
That might be when because I'm.
Yeah.
This one just says notes. Oh,
Just says notes?
It just says notes. Oh, it's League of Their Own. Okay, that makes sense. Wow, I took a lot of notes for League of Their Own. Yeah, that's... Whoa. No, not Tenet. This is just stapled. These notes are just stapled to the page. Oh, this has, the original intro I was gonna do. We're gonna, before I end the episode, we're gonna step back.
You were gonna do? Did we ever do it?
Maybe in the first episode, because I was nervous. Here is the... There's also... Oh, and I also, for Billy Madison... Wait, I'll get to that in a second, because there's multiple pages for... This is all Billy Madison. So this is... hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of HBO Max. I'm your co-host, Makenna, and with me, the man of many names, Jose Ruckus. How are you on this fine day? I think that's how I open it.
I think that is actually exactly what you said in the first episode of HBO Max.
I think it is as well. Oh, this is when we used to go... Well, we sort of still do this. Maybe we should do this on an anniversary episode, but we're going to do this at the end of this episode. This is the run of play, I guess, for the episode. Intro, Adam Sandler history, and trivia. And then I also have the board from Billy Madison. For some reason, I wrote that down from the game.
You did the first episode or two. You did have a lot more facts and stuff. Like you were coming overly prepared. Like we spent a lot of time talking about Adam Sandler's history for Billy Madison.
Yeah,
which I think made for good content. I think it was a good episode, but
oh yes, yeah, because this is
not what we do now.
No, this is director who's distributed by Runtime, opening weekend, total theaters, rating.
And I believe we got all that out in like a third of the runtime of the podcasts now.
I 100%, especially because we had to do that episode twice, essentially.
Right.
Yes. But yes, and with that, do you have any concluding thoughts? I think I already asked you, but I'm going to ask you again.
No, I think we wrapped it up.
Okay, cool. Where can people find you?
They can find me on only 26 minutes was the first episode. This one is gonna be like 2 hours.
Well, we're almost at 2 hours of recording time, but I have to cut up about the first 30 minutes.
The first 30 minutes where we don't do anything.
No, not really.
People can find me on the internet at Jose Ruckus on everything that matters. If you want to find me somewhere, I'm probably at Jose Ruckus on that. You can find the Jose Ruckus Discord somewhere. I don't know where. I don't think I have a public link to that, but just ask around.
Easter egg. Yeah, it's like a scavenger hunt. You can follow me on Twitter at PotterPants2 and 2. Doing some soccer things over at State of Soccer TV. You can follow the podcast. Hear me out. Follow the podcast on Twitter at HBO Max, HBO Maks. Subscribe to us on YouTube. If we get to 100 subs, we do Maximum Ruckus, which is really essentially what we did this episode.
The last couple.
Where we just talk.
Yeah.
And we also talk about movies sometimes.
Yeah. Honestly, let us know if you. Do you want this podcast to be the secondary podcast?
Do you want Maximum Ruckus with an HBO Max segment, essentially?
Yeah. Because I feel like for like branding purposes and stuff, that might be a better way to go.
That might be. I'm gonna tell you what though. That is going to be longer for me to attempt to spell out, but I'll do it. Like, subscribe. What should people comment this week?
Just tell Eddie, hi.
Yeah, tell Eddie hi.
Tell Eddie hi.
Hi, Eddie.
Let us know what your favorite museum is.
Yeah, exactly. We'll visit it maybe.
You know what, Matt? Because we're wrapping up Criterion Month.
Oh yes.
Let's do because we forgot to wrap up the last theme month that we did. We planned on doing a wrap up. We didn't do a wrap up, so let's do a wrap up for this.
Let's do a wrap up.
Criterion Month.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my Criterion order in. Got all my Criterion movies. I got 6 movies, the most Criterion movies I've ever bought. I bought the Doctor Strangelove.
Very nice.
Stanley Kubrick. I bought Parasite.
Oh.
I bought Do the Right Thing. I bought Punch Drunk Love. I
Nice.
bought Eraserhead. And I bought the 4K copy of Lost Highway.
Very nice.
This month, we reviewed 4 movies.
Mhm.
We did, what was it? So we did Armageddon. Dazed and Confused.
And Moonstruck.
And now
And
Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love.
Rank the movies.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's do. I would say Moonstruck number 1.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh no. I'm gonna put Armageddon at number 4.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'll say Punch Drunk Love number 2. Dazed and Confused 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Armageddon at number 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do Moonstruck at number 3.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do Punch Drunk Love at number 2 and Dazed and Confused at number 1.
Whoa.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
I honestly feel like those number 1 and 2 could go back and forth.
Yeah, that's how my 2 and 3
I like
could
both
be.
these movies a lot.
Mhm.
I liked all the movies.
I liked all of the movies as well.
I mean, obviously, Armageddon's Armageddon. We did, some historically significant films like Moonstruck and
Mhm.
Dazed and Confused, some critically acclaimed pictures
Mhm.
like Punch Drunk Love and Dazed and Confused
Mhm.
and Moonstruck, and then we did Armageddon,
We did
as well.
And you know what? That spurred a lot of things. So, catch us next time in space.
Yeah, I don't know if we're doing episodes in December.
Yeah, we'll see. You'll see.
We might be taking a break. You'll know. You'll
know.
see it in the feed.
We might be. Are we releasing the Fight Club BoneCon?
I mean, if we're not doing full episodes in December, yeah, we'll get some BoneCon out there.
Go BoneCon.
Yeah, we'll do this. Our jersey reviews that we did at the beginning of this episode
Mm-hmm.
that weren't in the episode proper. We'll do the Fight Club mini review that we did a while back. There'll be some stuff there.
There'll be stuff. There will be some sort of stuff. Watch out for it.
There will be blood. Paul Thomas Anderson.
There will be blood. Yes. So subscribe, hit the bell, do the thing. Bling bling. It's the bell. Follow us, Share with your friends. Share with, it doesn't even have to be your friends. Family, strangers.
Yeah, I've said this before, but I sincerely do say, share this with your enemies.
Yes.
Make them watch this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Maybe you'll
That's
be
the
friends.
best way to get back at
Or-
them in a way that is totally legal. It will ruin their
That's
day.
fair.
And
You'll either become best friends or you'll hate them even more.
yeah.
it could go either way. And with that, bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye.